Now, our first guest of the evening, it is the former Speaker of the House, a man who, under another set of circumstances, may have been on that stage right behind us. Here it is, Newt Gingrich. Thank you, Mr. Gingrich, for
Good to be with you.
So I just have to ask at the start, as you walk in to this convention, now we're in the middle of it, do you have a sense of how you would have done things if it had been your convention? You've been looking much at this?
No, I don't spend much time on that. This is my 8th convention, and starting with my very first convention in 1984, I had a program, a workshop. We worked it out with the Romney folks. We've done Newt University all week. I'm pretty happy. Clifton and I tomorrow night are presenting a recognition of Ronald Reagan, which fits a movie we did a couple years ago, so we're both pretty happy with that. And, you know, I'd like to have been the nominee. I probably would have had a slightly different convention, but I think they're doing a good job, and I'm here to support Mitt Romney.
I want to talk to you a little bit about Paul Ryan. You've had, you know, talked certainly at great length about, especially about his plan on Medicare. There's still a split among Republicans that we talk to about how difficult this issue is for Republicans to get on the offense on, especially for House Republicans. Still very nervous about it. You obviously, you've been there. You've been in the House. You know what those campaigns look like. You know how nervous some of them get about those issues.
They shouldn't be. This is easy.
How is it easy?
Well, first of all, Ryan listened carefully and went back and worked with Ron Wyden, who's a Democrat from Oregon, and the only bipartisan plan to reform Medicare is the Ryan Wyden plan. So he's got a very defensible, unlike the president, he actually is trying to do something. Second, poll came out this morning. By 45 to 42, the country now trusts Romney more than Obama on Medicare. Now, there's not a Democrat in the country who would have told you 2 weeks ago we could pull that off. I led the House in 1996 in reforming Medicare. We spent a year educating our members. We did not suffer any losses in 1996 from the Medicare issue. I think you're going to find in the next few weeks that we're going to be on offense in Medicare. We're going to first of all say, if you're over 55, nothing will be hurt. And by the way, we're returning the $716 billion that Obama took away from you. If you're under 55, you're going to have choices, including the current system. Tell me what the other side's solution is. You know, and the Democrats get to explain that being totally dishonest and totally irresponsible is a reasonable ground for re-election.
Well, how do you get it back? You're an ideas guy. You love big ideas. You love policy. And in fact, you talked about if you had been the nominee, you would have challenged the president to these Lincoln-Douglas-style debates around the country. That certainly would have brought some substance here. How does the Romney-Ryan campaign get this back on the substance, on the policy, certainly the substance they want to be talking about?
Fact is, they've got to fight their way past you guys. Because the media has a passionate desire to avoid substance for a lot of different reasons, some technical, some ideological.
Well, we're easy to fight past, but how do you make that happen?
No, you do by pure brute repetition. Romney has, for example, as the first plank of his plan for middle-class prosperity, an American energy independence plan. Last week he unveiled the American Energy Independence Plan. It's a good plan. We did 2 hours on it today at newtuniversity.com. Now they got to come back day after day, talk about it. It turns out, Kellyanne Conway just did a poll, this is like a 70-20 issue in our favor. I mean, people would like American energy independence. People are tired of American presidents bowing to Saudi kings. It's that simple. On Medicare, they have to routinely tell the truth. They have to train all of their surrogates to tell the truth. And then we have to run a full court press in the Jim Wooden UCLA tradition. Of every time the Democrats, every time Biden goes out and says something dishonest, we have to be right on top of him the next 3 minutes. And every time the president says something dishonest, we have to be on top. We have to learn to tell the truth better than they can tell lies. It's that simple. And then every day we got to figure out how to get you all back to covering real issues. So when you ask us about something nonsensical, which is the absolute nature of the business, you got to go back and say, all right, let's tell you what we want to talk about.
Well, we wanted you to do something substantive before you leave here. We have in front of us an iPad that we are asking all our guests to sign in on. Write us a little doodle, a little message, a little drawing. You're
a good doodler, as I recall. I also have a couple people who drew their home state.
That's impressive.
That's very impressive.
Just with your finger, right?
Just with your finger. Very simple.
Okay.
All right. Anything that you want. You do it. I don't want to pressure you to be able to do.
All right, and as Mr. Speaker, we thank you so much for being with us. We know that you're an excellent artist in addition to an intellectual and a thinker and all the rest. Thank you so much.
That is perfect, you guys. This is what America means to him. Look at this, a love letter to America.
Oh, that's
from
lovely.
Newt Gingrich. I love it.
And we can report that Callista
Thank you.
Gingrich is in the house, so she's okay with this.
You're
this
okay
particular
with
love
this,
affair.
right?
That's
Okay.
what I
That's
get.
right. Or is that that's also for
That's
her?
what I give her at Valentine's Day.
Oh, that's very sweet.
You do?
You get away with that?
draw this
Well, yeah.
and
You're
America.
right. You're right. Callista under not.
Oh,
Oh, all
not
right.
America.
There's a tip for everyone out there. Newt
There
Gingrich,
is.
former Speaker of the
Good to
House.
see
Thank
so
you.
much for
Thank
being
you
here.
very much
Thank you.
for
Really
being
appreciate
here.
it.
Great fun.
Thank you.